07 Commanders. Commander Wyl Fearion here, leader of the Vortex Squadron. Welcome back to some Galactic Vibes, my little program where we talk about how myself and the community that am surrounded by feel about things in the galaxy, in the Milky Way. This time we're going to talk a little bit about the Type 11 Prospector and the latest community goal that just went on. So I think we're going to start today with the community goal. We're going to look at that and see how we're doing. So we're going to go over here to the left panel. We're going to go, we've already signed up for the community goal. And we're going to come down here and go to the mining trials. And now you can see that we are at about an hour and 50 minutes remaining till the end. So if you haven't finished up, you better get to it. Get in there, get to working. Now, guys, I am not a miner at all. That's something I do very rarely. But I did enjoy, for the most part, I enjoyed the majority of this event. I did enjoy my time in the Type 11, and I'll talk a little bit about that. The community goal, obviously, we're at Tier 8. We might not make it to Tier 9, but that'll give us a bonus to anyone that's got a squadron, you can get a bonus to mining up to 20%. Looks like we might get, what is that, 18, something like that, somewhere 18, 19. We're in there somewhere. So in any event, I think we get 2% per tier, I guess. Sound right? It's about that. So in any event, we're pretty close. We're going to get at least 18%, it looks like, and we're doing really good. So congratulations to everybody that signed up and got into this mining event, which is mostly a test for the Lakon Type 11 Prospector. We now know what we like and we don't like about it. The ship, in general, the ship makes me feel okay about mining. Now, I don't do core mining and all that other surface mining or whatever, deep core mining, all that stuff. I don't do any of that. But the laser mining, I've always been kind of like okay with it, but I just don't do it very often. But this ship, I can actually see myself getting in this ship, doing the mining and whatnot. So the community goal, like I say, if you got into it, you will get, if you signed up, you give at least one contribution. All right, so you had to sign up at Maltzberg Vision, and you had to give them one of the commodities they want, which was platinum, painite, or osmium, or all three, or one, or whatever. And then you will get a Type 11 Prospector Umbra Cyan paint job. You'll get the Lakon Spaceways decal and credits depending on the level of your success. I'm in the top 50%. That's at 170 million, looks like. Is that right? 170 million. That's it. Credits. And then, that's going to be over here real soon. So the ship itself, though, it's a different looking ship. It's obviously a Lakon. You can tell by the rugged look to it, and a lot of people like that rugged look. I am a personal fan of a more sleek style, but here it is. The ship is only for ARCs right now. You can't purchase it in game yet. You can buy, well, you can purchase it in game, but with real money. ARCs is real money basically. So you can get it, you can fly it. It does laser mining extremely well. It's very fast. It's the gun on it is just, I can't get the gun out where I'm sitting now, but there's a gun right there on the left side, and it is really big mining laser, and it shoots really fast. So it's a lot of fun because it's more action. You get kind of moving around and you got things going on. And you're like, woo, pew, 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 all that, the whole thing. It works. It works for me. So, yeah, I was really surprised and pleased at the same time. Whether this thing is engineered or not, I think it'll do a great job either way. And you can try it out for yourself. Uh, when it if you haven't purchased it yet and you want to, the standard version is probably fine. You can probably get that one if you don't want to spend the extra cash for the upgrades and whatnot. If you have parts laying around in your storage, you may just want to go ahead and buy the standard and put your parts in it that you have in your storage. If you've been around long enough, you got a few parts laying around in there. So yeah, so she's right there. She's looking good. She's got a little bit. We got a little bit of drag today. So in any event, that ship is fun to fly. It actually does all the different kinds of mining. I only care about the laser mining myself. I'm sure a lot of new people, if they come in and that they want to get a miner, this is a great, starter miner ship. I don't know if they're going to have another one in the future. We're hoping that they're going to give us maybe a large either a large all-purpose or a large combat ship or both. That would be great. I would love both. But, whatever it is, we're waiting to see what that's going to be, and that should be coming out here real soon on the airwaves. They have talked about it. The Terry Tora event that's going on, they're going to tell us when that is ready to be revealed. They're going to reveal what they're going to give us for the remainder of the year. There should be one more update, one more ship. So most of us, if you're like me, you're holding out for a hero. You're holding out for that combat vessel that will replace the Corvette and the Cutter and the T-10. So I am looking forward to that because I would really love to have a new, shiny, handy-dandy new combat ship. So in any event, the only things I really wish they would have given us on the Type 11 Prospector is a Mark II Class 6 cargo bay would have been really, really nice because it's a lot more pleasant when you have a little bit more cargo. Or if you won the cargo racks in an event about a month or so ago, then you can get this cargo space on this ship to 324, which is a beautiful amount for me. I was having no problems with 324. You could go out with maybe 70, 80 limpets, 90, somewhere in there, and you would be able to mine all the way out. The cargo would be full, your limpets would be gone, and everything would be happy. You don't have to throw out so many limpets and stuff. So it's a really, really capable ship. We did have a little bit, and I know not only me, but a lot of commanders were talking about the fact that the fleet carrier was not accepting transfers very well. So if you try to transfer your cargo from your Type 11 to the fleet carrier and back, well, actually back was more of a problem than going in. Going in was usually okay. It was coming back the other way. It was struggling to give you all your limpets. You had to either put in, less limpets, even down to one at some points, where you could only do one at a time, moving it from the carrier to the ship. And that was kind of annoying. That kind of discouraged me from doing a little bit more. But as you saw, I'm in the top 50%. And I'll tell you what, that's the first mining event I've ever been in the top anything. So, yeah, I'm really excited about it. I don't know if they're going to make any changes. I'm also not a huge fan of the fighter hangar. But I know if you're a newer player, that's probably something that's kind of exciting because you got that little protector there. I don't know that it will do any good. I don't know if in the future they're going to give us some kind of a better fighter that does more damage or something like that, or beefing up the fighters that we currently have, because we have quite a few fighters. It's just there's really only one that it actually does pretty decent damage. It's the Condor F-13 with the multi-cannons. That one does quite a bit. That's pretty much meta for if you're looking for which fighter you want to get. That one is a good fighter to get. The Taipans just don't cut it. They're too weak. And, the other weapons are not great for a lot of things. So that's where we're at there. The The squadron carrier, not the yeah, the squadron carriers also seems to be some kind of problem with the refuel, repair, reload. If you're not a squad member, I believe is what it is, and it'll let you push the buttons, but it doesn't actually take the actions. So we're hoping that they're going to go ahead and fix that. I hope that would be a really great thing. But other than that, I mean, the Galaxy is rocking and rolling. We got background simulator is seems to be working. They removed the clog, and all the wars that have been pending for like weeks and months or whatever, they all released. So yeah, we've been having a lot of fun. If you want to hear more about that, check out my live stream I did on Saturday, and we talk a lot about the BGS and hang out for a little while. Usually Saturdays at 2 p.m. Mountain, which is -7 GMT. We usually do a little live stream where I just go on and I talk about whatever's going on, and I show the folks how to do stuff. So that's kind of a fun little thing that I do. In any event, Commanders, that's all I got for this week. 07 to you. We'll talk to you again next time.